Good evening, everybody. Here we are for another Coin Night Live auction. Hope you guys are ready for some good stuff, because we got good stuff today. My problem is that I have had a medical procedure today, and I am not going to be able to talk very fast because the procedure was in my mouth, and I am recuperating from that. So I know that a lot of you are going to miss the fact that I'm not yodeling and barking out amounts and stuff, but I think we can all get over it. Today will just be like another day. I was literally 3 minutes ago on the floor sorting slabs that I dropped. So I'm working on unsorting those now, or resorting them. And then I'll be ready to pay attention to everything that I'm doing. Sometimes the best laid plans go awry. Okay. There's that. There's that. I'm trying not to be a total fumble fingers. There we go. Okay. And to get this under here and look. I got nabbed on my sound again. I did change it on the main scene, but every different scene is different. So see, this one works and this one works. Okay. So I think we should be okay now. All right. So let's get rolling, and I'm sure you guys will work with me as we go along. I can't have everything right next to my chair all the time. Let's see. What do we have first? Is Eric here? I didn't see whether or not Eric is here. Oh, I do see his cursor, I think. Yes, his cursor is here. Okay, so we are ready to get started. Okay, I have to reverse the order of these. I planned on doing that and didn't get a chance to, because lot number one is this one right here. A 1941D Lincoln Cent MGC MS66 red. We got to start at $25. 25 now, looking for a bid at 26. 71D. There are a lot of them that may or may not have the full FG. But this is okay. Now the color is being produced by the light bouncing off the plastic in the slab. So rest assured that all the coins I'm selling this evening are purely red BU coins. All right, Shinbone at 28 now, looking for a bid at 29. Can I get 29? 29, anybody? 29. There's 29, now 30. $30 bid. It's 1941D MS66 red. Real pretty coin. I'm sorry my light has to bounce off the plastic, but I can't change physics. There we go. Shinbone at 30. 30 now, 32. 32, looking for a bid of 32. 32, anybody bid of 32. I thought this coin should have gone 67. Yeah, the fact that it went 66 is not very pleasant to me, but and it's got stuff on the plastic. Here we go. That's better. $30 going once. Anybody bid at 32? Looking for a bid at 32. Got 30 looking for 32. Anybody bid at 32? $32. This is part of the bulk submission, Eric. It all came back. Hundreds of slabs. Spent my life savings to get a whole bunch of 66 graded coins. It wasn't my life savings, but it sounds good that way. It is not toned. Every coin that I'm selling tonight is all bright red, nice luster coins. I don't have the proper way of being able to show that to you. So this is the best I can do. There we go. That's a little better. That'll work a little better, maybe. It's a beaut, Clark. Right? All right, so there we go. It still has a little bit of that fuzzy looking color to it. I can't do a lot about it. Any bid above 30? No bids above 30. Final call. Final call here. Get my and sold to Shinbone, $30. I appreciate it, Shinbone. Thank you very much. Next one up is 1942D MS66 red, nice bright red coin. Starting this one off at a $19 start. 19. Anybody bid a 19? $42D MS66 red. There we go. Mark Thomas at 19. Shinbone tries 19. Needs a $20 bid. Looking for a 20 now. Anybody bid a 20? There's Shinbone at 20. Now 21. 21. Looking for a $21 bid. How about a bid 21? I'm getting a little better. It's really weird. Over the last 10 minutes, my numbness has really worn off. So I may be fine by the end of the auction. Mark at 21 now, looking for a bid of 22. 22. How about a bid of 22? 22? Anybody bid of 22? 22? I promised myself I was going to open this file before I started. And, well, of course I didn't, so hang on a second here. I have to... There. I'm looking for my file. Okay. The 40, let's see, the 22, 42D. Got 22 now, 22 looking for a bid of 23. How about 23? Anybody bid of 23? $23 now. NGC price guide, $27. Well, that's just nature's call doing its way for you. Okay, let's do it this way. Let's stop bidding. I tell you what, we got a number of people who wanted these at a slightly lower price. So I have a few of them. And I can offer them to any of you at $20. Just tell me you want one, and we'll get you one at a $20 bin. Yes, Aunt. We've got it written down. Okay, Mark bins first. He gets the one that's under the scope. Let me see how many I have. I have a total of 5 of them. Shinbone takes one. Hang on a second here. Let me take the... Hang on. I'll be there in just a second. This is very different from the way I normally do it. Okay, so Mark Thomas got the first one. Shinbone takes one, and Blaine takes one. Anybody else at $20? 1942 DMS 66 red. Solid red coin. Okay, that does it. We will move on to the next item. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Next one, 1942S. Oh, that is not a 1942S. Oh, it's supposed to be a 42 plane. What do you know? I did something right. And we're together on this. We both did something right. Go to grab a 42S, and it was a 42. Starting off this one off at 24. Shinbone starts me at 24, looking for a bid of 25. 24, looking for 25. 25, anybody bid of 25? 25? How about a bid of 25? This is the only one I have. The only one I have. So be sure you're on it if you want it. Blaine at 25, now 26. Anybody 26? There's Shinbone at 26, now 27. 27, anybody bid at 27? How about 27? This is a $35 coin. Looking for 27. How about a bid of 27? There's Blaine at 27, now 28. Shinbone back at 28, now 29. 29, who bid at 29? Who bid at 29? Anybody bid at 29? 29? Blaine, 29, now 30. Can I get a 30? There's Shinbone at 30, now 32. 32. I get a $32 bid. How about a bid of 32? Folks, for those of you who are coming and leaving relatively early, be sure you know that I will be having a mystery pull tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, mystery pull. $2 per coin in lots of 10 or 20 or 30. And if you get... I'll do the same deal I did last time. If you get 2 lots, 20 coins, I'll give you 5 for free. That's $40, and you get 5 coins free. Shinbone at $30 now, looking for a bid of 32. 32, anybody bid of 32? Blaine says Shinbone's got it. Appreciate it, folks. And sold at $30. Thank you very much. Now move us on to the next coin now. We have a 1942S. 42S, man, these are tough. These are hard to get in nice grade. Let's see if I happened to get... Now let's start this off at $29. 29, how about a bit of 29? 29, how about a bit of 29? Frosty comes in at 29, now $30. 30 now, anybody bid of $30? 30, how about a bit of 30? 30, anybody bid of 30? I got Mark at 32, now 34. 32, now 34. Who bid a 34? $34, anybody bid a 34? $40 plus coin here. Blaine at 34. 34, now 36. Mark back at 36, now 38. How about 38? Anybody bid a 38? Frosty, you are just falling right behind. Frosty bid 38. Do it quickly. There you go. Frosty at 38, now 40. How about a bit of 40? Anybody bid a 40? $40. How about a bit of 40? 40. Anybody bid a 40? Mark at 40, now 42. 42. Anybody bid a 42? 42. How about 42? Anybody bid a 42? There's Blaine at 42, now 44. Gonna get a 44. Looking for a 44. Anybody bid a 44? There's Mark at 44, now 46. $46 bid. Anybody bid a 46? 46. How about a bid of 46? No 46, got 44. There's 46, now 48. How about a bid of 48? $48, anybody bid of 48? Mark is out. Blaine at 46, looking for $48. Anybody got a $48 bid? How about a bid of 48? 48, now anybody bid of 48? I'm getting better. My tongue is no longer numb. Well, I tell you what, I couldn't drink when I came home. All I could do was slobber. Now it's getting better. Okay, let's do this. Mark and Blaine, you both bid $40 and then you bid more than $40. I've got two of these. This one belongs to Mark. He's the high bidder. Blaine, if you'll take one, I can give you each one at $40. No, wait a minute. Blaine is the top bidder. He's getting this one. Mark, Blaine, if you each take one, I get one at $40. How about 40? You guys want to? Yeah, Blaine was a high bidder. I realize that now. I am still trying to catch up from my stupidity here. It is running away from me. Let's see. And I am entering in the wrong line. Okay, Blaine and Mark both take one. Blaine gets number 1. Mark will get the number 2 coin in that submission. How did that happen? Let's see. Okay, never mind. Got it. Got to get it done. Thank you very much, guys. Okay, next up. Let's see what we have. How about 1945, Philadelphia? 1945 Philly. These are kind of tough. 45 Philly and 66 red. And you guys will see what these coins graded right here, right away. And what they look like. 1945P. Let's start this at $32. 32, anybody bid at 32. $45 coin here. 14,000 in the last 6 weeks. Oh, dude, I've got dental insurance that's paying most of my bill. I've probably had maybe $2,000 or $3,000 worth of work done. I haven't paid near that for it. Well, you should be shining brightly. All your teeth are made of gold, aren't they? And next time I see Mark at the show, he smiles and blinds me. Any bids on that 45? Starting at $32. 32 on the 45. Anybody bid at 45? 45, $32 on the 45. Anybody bid at 32? How about 32? Okay, first person to speak up bins at 32. No other bidders. Everybody's dental insurance blows. Just some blow harder than others. No bin at 32. Looking for a bin, $32. Okay, no bin at 32. How about 30? Bin at $30, it's yours. All right, no bin at 30. I'll mark it at no sale. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. All right, next up. This one's a really tough one. These coins are damn near $1,000 and 67. This is a 66. 1946 MS66 red. You're talking about an $80 coin. Start this one off at 59. Now 65. 65 the next bid. Anybody bid a 65? Looking for 65. Anybody bid a 65? 65. There's 65 now 70. How about a $70 bid? 70 now. Anybody bid a $70? How about a bid of 70? There's 70. Frosty at 70 now is 75. 70 now is 75. 75. Anybody bid a 75? 75. 75. Got Shinbone at 75 now 80. $80, $80 bid now. How about a bid of $80? 89. How about a bid of $80? 80. How about a bid of $80? $80 now. How about a bid of $80? Mark is out. Frosty says 80. I tell you what, I've got 3 bidders. I've got 3 coins. I've got 3 coins here at the very low price. You guys ready for this? Been at 69. I got one for each of the three of you. Frosty, Shinbone, and Mark. Thank you guys. I'm into giving these a good home at a reasonable price. And I note that the price guide value is rather high. And I understand that. And I appreciate you guys bidding these up even a little bit. How about this one? A 1946S. This one's a sans serif mint mark, a very clean looking coin. This one should have gone 7. In fact, it was in a lot of 5 coins that were returned that had been graded 7, and this one was downgraded. It started off at $21. 21, anybody bid a 21? How about a 21? $1946S. NGCMS 66 red. There's Blaine at 21, 21, now 22. How about a bid of 22, 22, anybody bid of 22? Got 21, looking for a bid of 22, 22 now, anybody bid of 22? How about a bid of 22? Any bid of 22, looking for a bid of 22 now, anybody bid of 22? Last call. It's Blaine's. $21. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir. 1947S. Man, these coins are smoking. For MS66 red, these should be in PCGS slabs at that value. All right, appreciate it, Shinbone. Thank you very much. 1947S, starting this one off at $29. How about a bid of $29? $29 now. Anybody bid of $29? Looking for a 29. How about a bid of 29? 29 now. Anybody bid of 29? No bid of 29? Who'll get me started at 25? Oh, there's 29. Blaine, move it to 25. There we go. Blaine's bid of 25 now. 25 now. Oh, the honeydew list just handed to you. Chocolate, wine, and milk. Okay. Blaine, I got 25 for you. 25, looking for a bid of 26 now. How about a bid of 26? Anybody bid of 26? 1947S. No 26. Anybody? Sold for 25 to Blaine. Thank you very much. You got that one on a roll, didn't you? Oh, yours just came home too? What's this with everybody's wife coming home? Destroying my auction. Where is that 49D? Nope. Well, it seems as though my 49D hath escaped me. Don't quite know what's going on with that. Let me check my stack here again and be sure I didn't misplace it in the stack. I did not misplace it in the stack. Well, it's got to be around here somewhere, but I don't know exactly where. Well, I've got the 49D and 66 red. Mark gives me a $69 bid. Let's see how we can move forward with this, and I will look for the coin. Let's see. This is weird. Oh, wait. Nope, not there. No. I know I've got it. I just looked at it. Oh, this is kind of hard. Trying to sell coins I can't find. Well, Mark, you've got it at 69. If you want to take it on a sight unseen, I'll find it and I'll send it to you. That's right, Timothy. Dog ate it. I dropped a whole stack of slabs, and I think it's one of them that I dropped. Okay, I just crawled around on the floor underneath my desk, and it's not there. We'll just take it as it is. We'll do a 69 to Mark, and I will find it. 49Ds are not easy to find in 6. All right, let's move on to the next coin. That's this one here. 1949S MS66 red. Let's start this one off at $25. No, $18. Sorry, $18. It's worth $25. Start at 18. How about a bit of 18? $18. 1949S MS66 red. I should have taken ibuprofen. It's where they jab me in the jaw, you know, in the mandible for the numbing. You can really feel it after the numbing wears off. All right, Brad gives me a $20 bid. Now, how about a bid of 21? Anybody bid of 21? $21. How about a bid of 21? 21 now. Anybody bid of 21? Yes, I ache. Looking for 21. How about a bit of 21? 21 now. Anybody bid of 21? $21. How about a bit of 21? No bid of 21? Anybody? Anybody? It's Brad's. $20. Thank you, sir. Let's see. What do we have next? We have a reason to change cameras. Check this out. This is our next item right here. $24 is the start on this. It's a bag of over 70 buffalo nickels. It's more than 2 rolls. Buffalo nickels. Most of them have dates. A number of them have solid 4-digit dates. There are coins in the 20s in here. They're not all in the 30s. You're not going to find 18D or anything like that in it, but there's some nice coins in here. Starting at $24. Bag of over 70 buffalo nickels start at 24. Anybody bid at 24? About 24 now. Anybody bid at 24? Stanhorn at 24. 24 now. 25. $25. How about a bit of 25? 25. Anybody bid at 25? There's Mickey at 25. 25 now. 26. 26. Anybody bid at 26? $26. How about a bit of 26? There's Dirty Water. 26 now. 27. 27, looking for 27. 27, how about a bit of 27? Looking for 27. Dirty Water, 26, looking for a bit of 27. How about a bit of 27? Boy, I tell you, moving my jaw, that was the trick. I came up here and I wasn't talking or anything. I got back up here at it was like 3 o'clock and 3:30 in the afternoon, and I finally contacted Eric about an hour and a half ago and said, "Dude, I don't know if I'm going to be able to talk because my jaw is totally numb." Mickey gives me a bid of $30 now. 32. Looking for a bid of 32. 32. Anybody bid of 32? Looking for $32. 32 now. Anybody bid of 32? 32. How about a bid of 32? All right, Dirty Water is out. Mickey at $30. Yeah, Tim, I'm past that stage now. I can tell you for sure I could have eaten my tongue earlier and I wouldn't have felt it, but now I'm pretty good. All right, sold. Mickey for $30. Thank you, sir. What do I have next? Aha, the 8-pack of Indians. I just saw Yins. Oh, crap. My life this evening is not going so well. Well, I know I had it setting out here, so hang on just a minute. I'll find it. I cannot believe I've got to be staring at it and I can't find it. It's probably with the 49D. I tell you what it was, I cleaned up my office and now I can't find anything. All right, we'll have to skip it for now. Can't find it. Well, yeah, the white mite took it. Yeah, let's not skip it. Let's keep going. It has coins going all the way back to the 1880s, and there's only 2 coins after 1900 in the sheet. The rest of them are in the 1890s, including 1894. I can absolutely not believe what has happened. It has somehow found its way away from me. I'll find it as soon as the broadcast is over. These are all good, very good, fine coins. The value is probably close to $20, $25. It's got Timothy bidding 22 now. I wish I could find... Oh, wait a minute. I was staring directly at them. They were literally right next to me, but it was folded in half so I couldn't see. So here we go. 1885, 1891, 92, 93, 94, 1899, 1904, and 1905. And most of these coins are in pretty decent shape. There's no full Liberty coins here, but there are some with partial Liberties. And so that's what this is. We got Tim at 22. 22 now, looking for a bid of 23. 23 now a bit of 23. They were literally sitting right here. And then I could have just slid them into place, but I couldn't see them for some reason. Timothy at 22, looking for a bid of 23. 23 last call now, $23. How about a bid of 23? Eight little Indians. All right, sold to Mr. Morrell, 22. I appreciate it, sir. I'm not going to lose it again. It was just that one time, you know, when I'm trying to find it to show it off. All right, let's see. Next item. We've got a 5-pound bag of coins. Now, these coins were in a large group of coins I purchased when I was in Illinois. The story behind these was that this lady, who is approximately my age, somewhere between 50 and 55 probably, came in with a whole bunch of coins. Most of them were pennies. And there was buckets of pennies. And she said, "I'd like to sell these." I said, "Okay." She said, "My grandma collected every penny that she got and put them away. And I've got all the coins, all the pennies that she saved." She said, "They're all wheat pennies." So I looked through them, and, well, they're not all wheat pennies. I had to tell her that there was a correction on that. The coins go up to about 1990, but there are wheat pennies in it. Probably, I'd say 25% of most of these little bags are going to be wheat pennies. I cannot tell you anything about the dates or mints. I have no idea the dates or mints on these. They all went into a 5-pound bag, and they're going out to you. And it is what it is, and that's what I've got. Got a $46 bid, currently looking for a bid of $48. How about a bid of $48? $48 now. Anybody bid of $48? No bid of $48, huh? Okay. Well, we're not going to sell them at $48 anyway. I'll tell you what, anybody and everybody who wants one of these, or more than one, they can have them. Where am I typing? I have no idea where my cursor is. $40. $40 bin. Anybody want to get them? Get more than one. $40 per 5-pound bag of mixed coins that came from Grandma's house. I have no idea what they are, how far back they go, but I do know that there are some early wheats in them. I do know that there are plenty of wheat cents in them. Got anybody else at $40? There's one for Brad, 2 for Stan Horn. Let's see, got one for Tim, one for Dan, one for Roger. Brad, 2 for Stan. Got anybody else at 40? Nobody else at 40? All right, I appreciate it, folks. Thank you much. Let me move on to the next item. We start 1950 now. 1950D. MS 66 red. Look at that coin. $1950D MS 66 red. Going to start this off at $39. They're not common. Real tough to find in this grade. There's Mark at 40. 40 now, 42. 42. How about a bit of 42? 42. Anybody a bit of 42? Any bit at 42? Looking for a bit of 42? 42 now. How about a bit of 42? Yeah, Dirty Water, you would be surprised at the number of coins I got in this. You'll see in this lot that are much better than what I believe a 6 is. I got 253 coins back. I'll let you guys know that only 3 of those 253 coins are MS67 red. The rest of them are all MS66. Now, I don't pick that many coins out to send in thinking I'm going to get all 66s back. But guess what? I must have not been the angel on their list that time. All right, Mark, $40. Yeah, got it. Thank you, sir. 51D. I got 51D in 6 red, MS 66 red. Right? Population control. We got to figure out what that is one way or another. This one's starting at the same thing, and Mark bids the same thing, $40. Looking for a bid of 42 now. How about a bid of 42, 42? Anybody bid of 42? 42 now. Anybody bid of 42? How about a bid of 42, 42? Oh, I see Mark's bid up there at the very beginning of this lot before Eric got to the title. Any 42s? Any 42s out there? How about a bit of 42? All right, sold to Mark. Mark again. Thank you, Mark. Not so easy are these 52Ds. Getting that kind of luster on a 52D seems to be a very tough task. We're going to start this one off at $24. 24 now. How about a bit of 24? 1952D, $24. Mark at 24 now, 25. How about a bit of 25? Anybody 25, 25? How about a bit of 25, 25? Anybody a bit of 25? No bids at 25. Sold to Mark, 24. Mark, you ought to just call me and we'll work out a deal for the whole stack. $1954D. Dude, these things are not easy to find. 54D is usually all marred up worse than this one is. I'm going to start this at 25. It's the plastic again. See if I tip it this way, the toning moves. No toning here. It's all red. No bid at 25. All right, market pass. Next up, 54S. Oh, was that 25, Tim, on the 54D? I might be moving a little too fast. I make sure Tim was bidding on the 54D first. I believe he was, yes. All right, it's yours at 25. All right, here we go. 54S. NGC 66 red. Yeah, there is some lag, I know. 66 red, NGC. $19 start. Over $30 value on this coin. $19 start. How about a $19 bid? Anybody bid a $19? $19. Anybody bid a $19? $19. Anybody bid a 19? There we go. Tim at 19. 19 now 20. 19 now 20. How about a $20 bid? Anybody 20? $20 bid now. Anybody bid a $20? $20 bid? Sold $19. Tim Morrell. Thank you very much, sir. Next one up, 1955S. Not highly uncommon. Still a little value to them because they are the last S Mint wheat cent. $21 start. $21. Timothy gives me a $21 start. 21 now, 22. 22, anybody bid at 22? How about a bid at 22 now? Anybody bid at 22? Anybody bid at 22? How about a bid at 22? I'll give just enough time for lag to catch up, but you guys need to bid as quickly as you can on these to make sure you get them if you want them. I'm running through the list. Sold, Tim Morrell. Thank you. 1956 Philadelphia. There's one that used to be a high dollar coin. Very good, Tim. There you go. 56 plain and MS66 red used to sell for $150, and now they're down to right around $50. And so I've got the wrong one up here. Let's see. Hang on a second. Okay. This coin is the next lot. So I'll pull the right coin. Oh, it's got some foam on it. There we go. A 56D. A 1956D. I'll start this at $24. $45 coin here, starting at $24. And happy birthday to you, Timothy. Happy birthday. I wish I knew one of those weird songs that's not happy birthday to you. It's one of the other ones, you know, like the ones that they used to sing to you at the restaurant because it was illegal to sing happy birthday to you in public. All right, Mark Thomas at $24. 24 now, looking for a bid of 25. 25. How about a bid of 25? 25. Anybody bid of 25? Anybody bid of 25? 1956D. Looking for $25 bid. How about a bid of $25? $25. Anybody bid of 25? All right, to Mark, $24. Thank you, sir. I don't know why the D and the P are switched, but there's the P again. This one started at $29. Used to be $150 in MS66 red. MS67 red was over $1,000. It's still well over $200 or $300, but the 66 at $29 is a hell of a steal. Mark Thomas at 29, now 30. 30, anybody 30? How about a bit of 30? 30, anybody bit of 30? At 29, looking for a bit of $30. 30 now, how about a bit of $30 bid? I've got to start getting out some of these other coins here because I had to stop to start the show. How far did I get? 59D. There's Timothy at $30. 30 now, 31. How about a bit of 31? $31. Anybody bid of 31? How about a bit of 31? No 31. Let's see what I have here. This is the only 1956 Philadelphia I have. All right. Sold to Timothy, $30. Much appreciated, sir. Next up, 1957D. Another one that's not easy to find in 66 red. $21. On the road to South Dakota. Well, Farm Dog, you have a safe trip as you get on the road to South Dakota. Is that the same place where you were a month and a half ago? Let's start at $21. Anybody bid at 21? 1957D. MS66 red. All right, we'll pass on this one. I have 1958D. It looks like it could be an RPM. I did not check these for varieties. Looks like it's got something sticking out of the west. Let me see if that is an RPM. Start this off at $16, folks. 16. And not an RPM. 16 only, folks. $16. Market 16 now, 17. How about a bit of 17? $17. How about a bit of 17? Anybody bid of 17? 17 now. Anybody bid of 17? Sold Mark. 16. If you come in on these just a little bit late and you want one of them, I do have multiples in a number of these. 59, Philadelphia. Oh, wait a minute. We're going to 59D, aren't we? The 59D. Here's a 59D right here. 1959D in 66 red. 59D, 66 red. We're going to do this one at $16. $16 start. You can't get these graded for $16. Not if you're doing onesie twosies. Any takers? $16, 1959D. How about 15? I'll tell you what, we're going to bust this one out. Let's start this off at $10. $10. Anybody bid a $10 bid? You can't grade these for that. It simply doesn't exist. $10. Anybody want a 59D? $10? Is this thing working? No bids at 10? Oh, there we go. Timothy takes one at 10. 10 now, $11. How about $11 bid? Anybody bid 11? No bids at $11? There we go. Okay, Mark, I appreciate that. We will sell this one to Timothy Morrell at $10. Now 59 plain. Tough to find. Wow. The plain ones are usually tough to get. Oh, there's Mr. Ash. Came in at $11. I'll tell you what, I'll sell you one at 10. How's that sound? I'll get you one at $10. All right, now on this 59 Philadelphia, only one I've got, and it's $16 to start. 16 to start on this one. Anybody bid a $16? $16 bid. MS66 red. Doug gives me a $16 bid. Kathy Peterson, good day. How's this work? Well, it works that you send in to that email address on the bottom of the screen your real name, your YouTube username, and the email address to which I can send a PayPal invoice. You can use a credit card, Venmo, or PayPal to pay a PayPal invoice. You don't have to have a PayPal account, but I have to have that email address before you can bid. As soon as I got that email address, and as soon as I know basically who you are, your name turns blue, and you get to bid. That's all there is to it. Typically just an auction. We're on lot number 25. It's 1959 Philadelphia, NGCMS 66 red, starting at $16. And Doug Rizak gave me a bid of 16, looking for 17 now. Shipping cost, generally $5 if it's under a pound or two. If it's over a pound or two, it's $8. I basically just charge for ground shipping my tape and my boxes. Do you guys know how much tape costs these days? That paper tape that I use, that stuff is $20 a roll nearly. That stuff's gone skyrocketing. It's stupid. All right, Doug's the only bid, $16. And sold. Sold to Coppercoins. Yeah, it's way too much. I'll tell you what. And then strapping tape is no better. You can't buy strapping tape any cheaper. Let's see here. I'll get the next coin out, and then I'll leave you guys with it for a little while. What number is that? 69334 23. That's not. Got a whole box of slabs I didn't realize I had. There we go. That's it right there. 1960D, large date, MS66 red. We'll work on that one for right now. See if anybody wants to get that. No $16 taker. 1960D large date and 66 red. At $16. All right, there's 15. Mr. Ash will give me 15. You got a $15 bid now, looking for 16. 15. How about a bid of 16? $16 now. Anybody bid of 17? Oh, well, there's Mr. Ash at 17. Is that what you meant to put in there? We'll do it at 15. You can just leave your 15 on there. Because I think you're probably going to get it for that anyway. All right, no other takers. I do have other 60D large dates in 66 red. I'll sell them at $15. If anybody wants to get one at $15, I've got them. Next up here, 1960 large date. Dude, these things are not easy to find in this grade. We're going to start this one at $10. $10 only to start this one off. 1960 large date. Made $10 bid. How about a bid of $10 bid? Now anybody bid of $10. There's Doug at $10. 10 now, 11. $11 bid. How about $11 bid? Anybody bid $11? How about a bid $11 bid? There's 11 and 12. 12 now 13. 13 Doug at 13 now 14. $14. How about a $14 bid? Anybody bid a $14? $14. How about a bid of 14? $14. Anybody out there? $14. All right, sold to Doug at 12 and to Mr. Ash. Mike, you want one at 12? You just bid 14. We can get you one at 12. Where did that go? Here we go. Was that the, yeah, P large date. Got it. All right, what about 1961D? Look how fresh that coin is. That should be a 67 all day long. $10 on that. $10 get you started on this one. Doug for $10. Mr. Ash was born in 1960. That means he's about 8 years older than me. Appreciate it, Mark. Thank you. Nothing there? Doug's, $10. Next up, how about 1961 plain and 66 red? 61 plain and 66 red. I'm going to start that off at $10. All right, no, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We were doing the wrong coin there. Or were we? No, we weren't. 61 plain. Start this one at $10. This is actually 24. 24 start. No? What is going on with this? $10. Okay, my head is not looking at it straight. It's kind of tilted. 16. Sorry. 16 is where we start on this 1961D, or 61 plain. Boy, I shouldn't do dental work and then try to run an auction. Yeah, I mean, it was literally just a few hours ago I was sitting in a dentist chair having 2 wee tiny fillings done. She said they were very small, but they were little tiny cavities nonetheless. So she wanted to put a little bit of filling in them. Doug Rezak says, yep. And Mr. Ash back at 17. 17 now, looking for a bid of 18. $18 now. How about a bid of 18? Looking for a bit of 18. $18 now. How about a bit of 18? $18. You're looking at a $35 coin here. Yeah, that's right. She had shoes to buy. Yep, he says 18. $18 now. Looking for a bit of 19. $19. Can I get a 19? How about a 19? Anybody bid a 19? Dude, you could resell this for more. NGC's got this one listed at $35. The Philadelphia coins are always, especially the early 60s, they are hard to find in 66 or anything better. 67, some of these things are $1,000. So 66 is all most of us can afford. I got a 19 now, looking for 20. How about a $20 bid? 29. How about a bid of $20? 20 now. How about a bid of 20? Looking for 20. How about a bid of 20? $20 now. How about a bid of $20? There's Doug at 20. I tell you what, how about if I do this? Hey, Taco John, how you doing? I will do this. Let's do a $19 bin, and both of you get one. Sound about right? For a $19 bin? Doug says, yep. Mike, what about you? And the lag has him. There we go. Okay, we got 2 of them. I will make another line here in just a second. There we go. Okay. Next up, the coup de grace of these memorial cents right here is this 1962D. 62D, well, 63D is even harder to find, but 62D is not easy. Otis gives me a $25 bid. 25 now, looking for a bid of 26. 26, how about a bid of 26? Hello, Angie, how you doing? Absolutely. Taco John got himself a really nice double die by being consistent about being in these roles. We don't know what's in these roles. You guys will find out firsthand. Same as us. Got a $26 bid now, looking for 27. How about a 27? Anybody bid a 27? How about a bid of 27? $27 now. Anybody bid a 27? I'm doing okay, Angie. When I came on this evening, I was still numb from a dental procedure, and I'm wearing off the numb and starting to get a headache. Did you ruin? You didn't ruin anything, Dirty Water. Right? I'm going to clip that. Well, I'm going to try to clip it and use it. Because I tell you what, folks, when we find the goodies in these rolls, it's on YouTube. It's Eric's last reveal. I don't remember the number. All right, we're going to sell this one to Mr. Ash at $26. You know what? Let's do it at 25. Otis, you want one? Let me see if I have another one. Let me know if you want another one, Otis, or if you want one of them. Yeah, I have a couple of them. So, Otis, if you want one at 25, we'll sell Mike his at 25. And Otis, if you want one, I got one for you right here. At $25. Okay, Otis says yes. And here we go. This is the big one, folks. These in MS67 red are $1,000. In MS66 red, they are uncommon. $45 to $50 coin. I'm starting this one off at $24. 24 only. You can see the amount of luster on this. It's just a beautiful coin. That one scratch in the field down there probably took it out of 7. Of course, what took it out of 7 is its value. They're not going to just give 7s away. Looks to have a clash. It does, maybe a little bit. It's been polished out. We got Mr. Ash at 24. 24 now, 25. $25. How about a $25 bid? Anybody bid of 25? How about a bid of 25? 25. Anybody bid of 25? 25 now. Anybody bid of 25? No 25s. Mr. Ash gets this one at 24. Thank you, sir. Next is a 65. 7, There it is. 1965. Let's start this one off at $12. $12, 1965 and 66 red. Beautiful MS66 red coin starting at $12. How about a $12? Yeah, 69s are really common in modern coins, especially proofs. The thing about the modern coins is that they do that satin finish minting of the mint set coins, and they turn out almost as spectacular as a proof. So trying to compete with that with pocket change coins is extremely difficult. All right, $12. Yeah, I did the same thing, and I sent in a 1996, probably the most beautiful 1990. I sent in a 1990, probably the most beautiful one I've ever seen, hoping to get a proof like on it, and it did not get a proof like. They're just being harsh, being hateful. All right, Mr. Ash at $12. You've got that one. Oops. I have come from together as far as my order is concerned. My stack is too tall. Here we go. All right. What's my next one? A 68S. Here we go. You can't deny that one. No 1966. No 1960. I may have 66 from my older submissions, but I don't have a 66 here. $68S we have next. Oh, DC, were you planning on bidding on a 66, and then all of a sudden it doesn't show up? Yeah, we don't have 66 today. No bids. $15. 1968S. All right, Doug gives me a $15 bill. How about a 16? Anybody out there with $16? Just looking for 16 clams, folks. Nothing out of the ordinary. A little bit of money from a macaroni. All right. Doug will take it at 15. Oh, there's Mr. Ash at 16. Give Mr. Ash one, charge him 15 for it. All right? Does that work for you? What do you think, Mr. Ash? Okay. He'll take it. 15. All right, my next one. Should be right here. 69D MS66 red. We're going to kick this one off at $21. They are not as common as you might think. $35 coin here in 66. $35 coin. Hey, Frank. Starting this one off at $21. $21 only. How about a $21 bid? There's Tim Morella, 21. 21 and now 22. 22. A bit of 22. How about 22? 22, anybody bid a 22? How about a bit of 22? 22 now, anybody bid a 22? Any bids at 22? Sold to Tim, 21. Get a line out there for Mr. Ash just in case he comes along and bids. Because he tends to be a little behind the curve with time. All right, he doesn't want that one. Okay. So, this is what we're doing. Set up a box. Start the bid at $1. And I'm telling you, it's going to be worth a lot more than $1. So this is going to be a box lot of interesting coins. Here's the first coin to go in there. This is a mystery to everyone. Hang on a second. There we go. Let's put a little light on the subject. There we go. This is a 1993 broad-struck Lincoln cent for $1. That goes in there. I got Doug at $2 now. $2 looking for a bid of 3. I got 3. Stand at a bid of 3. I'll load you guys down with some rolls. How about that? Here's a 1970. 78. There's a 1980. A 2000. A 2006. What's this here? Chucky. 2017 P. Everybody wants those P mint mark pennies. It's 2017 P. What else we got here? 64 Philadelphia. BU roll. 1964 Philly. What else can I clean off of my desk here? Oh. Nope, not that. That one literally fell apart. Let's see, what's this? Nope, not that. Let's see here. Hang on, let me get another box. Let's see, what's all this? I don't even know what I'm putting in here, so. Okay, there's a 72 Philadelphia roll. 1972 P. That's got to be worth something. $1968 D. Here's a 1969 D. I'm all over the place, boys and girls. Okay. 1960D, large date. There's a 1959D. How about a 1970? 73D. How about a 73D? 1961. What does that say? 89? Yeah. 1989. And 1981. And the buck stops there. Why is the value of a 1931S so low? Well, they're actually kind of scarce, but most of them were saved. And so not a lot of them circulated very much. So that's why the spread between low grade and higher grade is so small. Otherwise, I mean, in decent shape, they're close to a $90 coin. I wouldn't say it's low. All right, Timothy got me an $80 bid. Now looking for 90. How about a bid of 90? Anybody bid of 90? Correct. That ant is telling you the truth right there. All right, Timothy Morrell is going to be our winner on this one at $80. Let's try again. I gotta get a box. This one gonna be a bigger box. All right, let's get it started with a 1972 Philadelphia roll, 1972p. Let's see, let's rapid fire a little bit here. 70D, 72D, 1981, 1976, 1976. You guys can look for that 76 double die. I've never seen the inside of any of this. 60D, small date, in 1986. That is scarce. 1979. And 17p for you, too. A few more modern rolls for the people who like to hunt the good ones. 06D, 12D, 88 Philly, 2011 Philly. There's that. I got boxes of stuff here. And I'll tell you what. We're going to do a page of these early Lincolns. Put those in there. Who rolled those? Heck, I don't know. I got them from a guy in Nebraska. So there we go. We got $65 is the current bid. Anybody 70? How about a 70? Anybody bid a 70? Got to do $5 increments, Frank. Looking for 70. Stan gives me 70 now, 75. 70 now, 75. Anybody bid a 75? How about a bit of 75? Still looking for 75. 75. Mr. Ash at 75. Sorry, folks. Mr. Ash is at 75, now 80. $80, $80 bid. The bid now $80. How about 80? There's Stan Horn at 80. 80 now 85, 85, 85. Anybody bid of 85? How about 85? 85 now. Anybody bid of 85? How about a bit of 85? Anybody 85? Sold. Stan Horn. Thank you, thank you. Let me get your name written on here. I'm going to package this stuff better to mail it. I'm just sticking it in a box right now so I can keep it together. Kind of like my life. Putting it in a box to try keeping it together. All right. So we've already got a $3 bid. I'm going to send you an empty box for $3. Thank you, Timothy. Lots of expensive tape, right? That's the way that works. I'm going to start off with a 1972 Philadelphia roll. 72 Philadelphia. And all the different ones I have here. There's 1980 Philadelphia. There's 2007 Philadelphia. 1996 Philadelphia. 1976 Philadelphia. 1979 Philadelphia. 1994 D. 1977 plane. That's escalating faster. Rapid fire. Ready? 1961. 62D. 60D large date. 68 Philadelphia. 1960 large date. 1959. You get two of these groovy babies. Look at that, 1912S, 1910S. There's some good coins in there. Get two of those. These are worth about $35, $40 a piece. Dan is out. Frank's got a $75 bid. That's all we're going to do in that box. Frank's got a 75, Stan's at 75, need an $80 bid. Got Frank at 75, looking for 80. There's Timothy at $80, 80 now 85. 85, 85, 85, 80 bit a bit of 85, 85, 85. How about a bit of 85? Mr. Ash at 85 now 90. 85 now $90, 90. Anybody bid a 90? How about a bit of 90, $90? Timothy is out. Frank is out. Looks like Mr. Ash, $85. I didn't mean to put these extras in there. I'm going to take out the rest of the memorial slabs for tonight. We're going to end this with these boxes, and then we will pick up the memorial MS-66s come up next week. So one thing I didn't think to do is grab enough boxes. I can see Mickey's face right now. He's going to be packing a lot of this. Wow, we're already up to $60 for an empty box. Let's fill it up. There's a 78 roll, 75, 1994, 2006 D, 1996, '88 Philadelphia, 2003, 1996 D, 1993 D, 2007 D. We're up to 60. Let's see a 65. Here we go, 1969 S. Here's a 61D. One of those value sheets there. 09, 10S, a 17D, another 17D, 18S, 17S, 1920, 20D. There's a 26. It looks like it's in pretty good shape right there. That goes. What other goodies can I find? Let's see. Those are my reveal rolls. I can't sell those. Let's see. What else do I have here? (2017 P). There's a 71D there. There's a 1970D. We're at $70 right now. 70, looking for a bit of 75. I think we'll kick it right there. 70, looking for a bit of 75. 75 now. How about a bit of 75? 75? Sold to Frank. $70. Thank you, sir. How about another one? Last box. Then we'll stop for the day. Here's a 1950s roll. Let's see, what is this? Oh, no, this one can't go. Never mind, sorry. I'm basically just grabbing everything off the desk. I don't even know what this is. It says mix, so I don't know what it is. It says mix on it, though. Here is another one. I'm not seeing any indicator as to exactly what this is. Yes, mystery pull is going to be tomorrow night. Same price as usual. You get 2 lots, you get 5 coins free. So you get 10 coins for $20, 25 coins for $40. Got to get that spit out, though, you know. Now, not all these rolls are solid BU. A lot of them are just good rolls to look through for something good. So don't expect these to be fully BU rolls. You can see that the color is a little mixed on these. So this is just they're decent rolls, let's put it that way. There's a 67, a 79, there's a 76, 1909. This is presidential. That's the LP4. And then 82D large date, probably mostly copper. 1979. And there's a 17P. I don't know if I already gave you one of those. Early years, 1909, or 2009, not 1909. 20 coins for Taco John. Thank you. And 10 coins for Mickey. So that'll get us a good start. Let's see. These are all rolls. Dan McCumber says he takes 30, he'll get 35. Thank you, Dan. 20 for Roger, he'll get 25. Okay, here's a 71 Philadelphia roll. Always one to check. 1959, Denver. 1960P. 1961D. 1973D. There's a 1978. And that's what we're putting in here. Timothy's got it right now for $65. 65. How about a call of 70? Anybody bid a 70? How about a bid of $70? $70 now. How about a bid of $70? $70 now. Anybody bid of $70? Any 70? There's Mr. Ash at 70. I'm going to include a big value sheet. 09 VDB. There's a 20D, 20S. Man, there's some good stuff in here. 21S, 25S, 26D, 1910S. There's a 1914, 1917S. There's some good stuff in there. That's going in there too. $40 coins for Stan. That means Stan will get 50. 20 for Tim. Thank you. I got a $70 bid on this. That one sheet's worth close to $70. Looking for 75. How about a 75? Anybody bid a 75? 75 now. How about a bid of 75? $75. Anybody bid a 75? How about a bid of 75? 75. Anybody bid a 75? No 75? Looks like you're getting off real cheap, Mike. Oh, there's Stan. Stan at 75, now 80. How about an 80? There's 80, now 85. 85, anybody bid of 85, 85, 85, anybody bid of 85? Got 80, looking for an 85. Anybody bid of 85, 85, 85? Last call now, 85. Try a penny fight. Full-blown penny fight. We're throwing the large cents at each other. Screw the little Zinkins. All right, Mr. Ash gets it at $80. Thank you, sir. This will be the last one of those we do. Let's see, what number was this? Number 5. All right, there is that. Right? All right, so other than taking names for the mystery pull, we are finished for the night. Otis says he wants 40 coins in the pull, means he gets 50. Folks, I appreciate you showing up this evening. I know I don't do auctions as much as I used to. I've got a lot of priorities right now, and auctions are kind of a little bit deeper in the priority bucket than they used to be. Mr. Ash says 40 coins. Doug, you were the very first one he put in. So yes, we got you in there. Dan McCumber says to add 10. If you add 10, you get 15 because you're already getting 30. So to 40, you're going to get 50. So one more for Mr. McCumber. You guys won't believe the stuff we're going to have in there. You need to be there. You really need to be there. You want to watch this one live. It's going to be tomorrow at 7 p.m. I'll schedule it as soon as we get done here. Going to have silver. Silver is at $42+ an ounce now. 42 plus. In fact, I didn't even see the close. $42.68. Tim's message. Asked a couple of times, and I know you're busy, but can I buy that 45p for $30? Yes. There we go. Got it. 45p for $30. We will do that. All right. Isn't that right, Doug? We're going to be doing probably about 10 dimes, a few quarters, a couple of $half. Those are all giveaway on top of everything that we have already done. Meaning that anything that wasn't pulled before is going to be in the pull this time. I'm going to be limited on the number of coins I can do, though. But I'm going to work during the day tomorrow trying to put some stuff together for it. Yeah, gold is insane. We're getting close to $4,000 an ounce on gold. $36.96. All right, folks, I really appreciate it. Yeah, your $30 BU rolls of dimes are worth a little bit now. More like $200, $250. You know, Frank, I hear a lot of people saying that. The silver's going to hit $100 soon. I certainly hope so. I got a bag of silver here weighing more than 20 pounds. It'd be nice to get 10 grand for it. All right, folks, I appreciate it. You guys have a great night, and we will talk to you next time. I'll be sending these invoices out here shortly. Be well.